What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Josh.
And Janae.
And y'all, we are back with another video. And today we giving y'all another one of those sit down talk videos, except we not sitting down, we standing up. So we gonna talk about another subject for y'all today.
It's pretty touchy, to say the least.
Yeah, it is pretty touchy. Before we get into everything though, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all like this video, comment more video ideas that y'all wanna see or hear from us. I know y'all really enjoy the last video we did about our story and how God brought us together. So if y'all want to see more content like that, just make sure y'all drop a like, comment down in this comment section below and let us know, and we'll drop more content like that for y'all. So let's dig right into it, shall we?
Well, so by the title you can kind of already get a feel for what it is that we're getting ready to talk about. And let's just give a disclaimer, okay? What we discuss is real life events, okay? Number two, those that have played a part in our coming up until this point, these are not jabs at you, okay? In order to relay the real message and for you guys to understand where we're coming from, we're gonna give y'all our real life experiences, okay? Okay, just wanted to get that out the way. Why does setting boundaries feel like a sin? Is it a question that some of you guys have thought about before? You may currently be experiencing it. You may be a little fresh into it, like myself. What do you think? How are you feeling about the topic? Of course, as believers coming up in church and stuff, some people might say, what do you mean setting boundaries feels like a sin?
So I feel like growing up, especially as a PK and everything, and in a Christian family, sometimes you feel like you don't really have a voice or a say-so when it comes down to your life. It kind of feels like you're living for other people, or the people that surround you, or your parents, or whoever the case may be. Your parents may be trying to live through you because of stuff that they didn't accomplish as growing up or whatever. So I feel like, and it's really hard, it's really touchy, because when you set boundaries, especially against like Christians and Christian parents and Christian family members, they will definitely manipulate certain things or words or scripture to make it seem like how you're approaching the situation or the boundaries that you're setting is wrong. And we're here to tell you that we both have experienced things like this. You are not wrong. Set your boundaries for your life, because if you don't, people will literally run right over you. They will use you, manipulate you, gaslight you into thinking that what they're doing, how they're treating you, the ways they talk to you, all of those type of things, they will try to make it seem like those things are okay and that you're wrong for standing your ground or setting boundaries when it comes down to that aspect.
So I think, to piggyback off of that, most definitely boundaries have a way of setting a great divide. Now, it can be beneficial and it can have, I'll say, consequences. I'll say it like that. Ultimately, boundaries are meant for your mental and emotional safety, not the security of the ones that need the boundaries, if that makes sense. But the reason why I feel like it feels like a sin specifically is because it feels like you're causing division. That's not what it is. That's why I say it's like a great divide, but it does not mean it has to have a negative connotation. Is that the word? I think it is. But no, it doesn't have to have a negative outlook. It will feel and look like that to people that have never had them before. So that's why it seems like, oh, you throwing jabs at me, you trying to cut me off, you trying to do this. No, that's not what that is. Ultimately, like I said, it's for emotional and mental, like a peaceful state. But we are not taught these things in church. And I feel like the church at large is on the brink of a great awakening almost, because a lot of these preachers and stuff, they getting real close to like saying it, but it's not coming out like it should, I guess. I don't know. It's still kind of like watered down right now, but we're getting closer and closer. But that's why I think that it feels like a sin.
And like I said before, like setting certain boundaries against certain people, they will definitely try to manipulate you into thinking like you're doing something wrong or you're disrespecting them or things like that, like you're hurting them, when ultimately you wouldn't be trying to set a boundary if they weren't hurting you in some way, some form or fashion. And that's what I feel like we don't get taught that growing up. I don't know if it's just the black community, the Christian community, or however that looks, because I can't speak for the other side. But I know as far as like the black community, we don't really get taught growing up to,
practice safe
yeah, we
or
don't
healthy
have that
boundary
healthy
setting.
boundaries. Whether it's with your parents, siblings, family members, cousins, aunties, uncles, anybody, we have people that's overstepping their boundaries in our lives when they shouldn't be. And it's hurtful towards us because it's like we have our own voice. We have our own opinion of our own lives. We don't need somebody else overstepping us and taking control of our lives, or trying to live through us, or trying to, be controlling over our lives. Like, we're not adults. We can't, make our own decisions. I feel like before me and Janae, known to y'all, got together, I feel like I've always had a good set of boundaries when it came down to like my family and things like that, or friends, or
He's
whatever the case
definitely
may be.
he's the
I'm the boundary holder.
yeah.
I make sure that my boundaries are set and nobody's gonna overstep them. I'm real strict and flat-footed on that. When we got together, it was hard for me to watch what she was going through, because I'm like, you need to say something. Like, you don't have any boundaries set. People are running right over you. They're controlling your life. They're manipulating you and gaslighting you into thinking that what you're doing is wrong. You need to take control of your own life. Like, we're adults here. They're still treating you like a teenager, like, it was getting rough for me to watch her go through that. And I'm studying, like, being that backbone for her. Like, listen, you gotta step up to the plate and be your true self and be honest and set your boundaries with these people. Now, one thing I will say is, if you're setting boundaries with people, no matter who they are, family, friends, anything, and that destroys the relationship that y'all have together, they was never meant to be in your corner in the first place. Because you setting boundaries should never push a person away from being your family, from being your friend, any of that, because they should respect your feelings, your wishes. They should respect that and operate off of that. It should not be any division once you set a boundary. That person was never meant to be in your corner if so. That's just weird to me. Like, if I set boundaries and people get to disappearing or acting funny towards me as if I'm wrong for wanting my life to be a certain way. Like, that's mad weird to me.
And I think to go again into the other side of that, because like Bay was saying, the manipulation and the gaslighting and all that type of stuff that follows, oh, I just want to do this because I'm happy, or because God told me so, or whatever it is. If it's moving, if it's switching jobs, if it's going to school for something other than what people wanted you to go to school for, whatever the case may be, it's like, I feel like maybe because y'all, I'm an overthinker like to the max. So it's like, I'll be like, dang, well, am I disappointing not just my family, but am I disappointing God? Because this doesn't feel like the fruit that we were talking about before. This don't feel good to me. So I don't think that he's pleased with it. But no, that's not necessarily true. You will gaslight yourself into thinking that now I'm wrong because they got into my head. No, that's not. And I had to really learn that it's really unhealthy when it does have that effect on you, because manipulation, first off, is not good at all, but that ultimately is contrary to what it is that God will want for us, because he does not manipulate us into doing something. Conviction and different things like that are things that will come into place that will make you, have that awareness, like, okay, this is not for me. But manipulation, that's two different things. It's two different things. So setting boundaries, it should not feel like a sin, because we are focusing or pulling our life, our minds into a certain lane or whatever. It should not feel like we're sinning because we want to say, I don't want to do this, but I would rather do that. If I have to feel like I'm gonna be cut off, like he said, because ultimately I want to do something that I want to do, that's crazy. It's something that needs to be like dissected in the church, because that's what we're talking about. We ain't talking about out there. You expect that out there. You expect to be a castaway out there. You don't expect to be cut off by people that's supposed to love. Love being the first thing. Love casting out fear, but your loving me is making me fearful. Now that is good. Y'all tell us, what do you do when it feels like you are trying to do something that makes you happy and it feels like you're sinning?
Man, listen, all I'm gonna say is, because I'm all for this, do what makes you happy. Do not live for nobody else. Don't do that. Live for you. You only get one life. Don't do it for nobody else. if you want to be a doctor and your parents want you to be a mechanical engineer, be a doctor.
You will
Because you're
not be
going to,
fulfilled.
you won't, your life will not be fulfilled. You can be making thousands and millions of dollars as a mechanical engineer. But because you didn't do what you wanted to do in life, because somebody else manipulated you into thinking that if you didn't live or fulfill out what they wanted of you, that you're not living your life the correct way, don't go based off of that. Live your life the way you need to live it. Set your boundaries. And if anybody comes to you, whether it's family, friends, whatever, and says that they feel like they should have a healthy relationship without boundaries with you, run away.
That's a red flag.
Get away from that person, because that is a red flag, because that means, in a nutshell, that that person still wants to be able to disrespect you,
Or
run
just
over
put
you,
they input in.
manipulate you, run over, like just completely
say
control your life without being told no, basically. They want you to be a yes man. They don't want you to say no to anything that they say.
And
So
they want that influence
yeah,
to
they
help
want
encourage.
everything that they say to alter your decisions ultimately in life, and that's not okay.
It causes a lot of confusion,
Yeah.
and confusion is not, again, that's not something that God will want for you. God is not the author of confusion. We say it all the time, we hear it all the time, but do we really pay attention when stuff like this is in our daily life? That is not something that
So yeah, y'all, we just wanted to come up on here and give y'all, we might make this a part 1, part 2.
yeah, because there's so much more we could elaborate
Yeah,
on.
it's so much more that we can really go deeper and dive into when it comes down to boundaries. Like we said in the last video, if y'all got like questions, different topics y'all want to hear about, or anything like that, y'all can drop them down in the comment section below. I might actually, like, if y'all ask real deal questions, I might just start replying to some of y'all questions in the comments. If it's something real simple. If it's something more complex, we'll make another video and really like dissect it and break it down for y'all. So yeah, if y'all got anything, just let us know down in the comment section below. Make sure y'all like this video, tell us what y'all thought about it, subscribe to the channel. Y'all, we just hit 2.5K. When we made that one video, we originally had about 500 or 600 subscribers. We have now hit 2.5K. We're on the road to 3K, and we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We wouldn't be able to do any of these things without y'all. Y'all just keep sharing our videos, keep subscribing, keep loving on us so we can continue to put out this good content for y'all. And yeah, I think that's all we got for real. You got anything else?
Nah, I'll save it for the next one.
Y'all stay tuned for the next one. We'll be back for y'all. We got a vlog coming up this weekend.
Yeah.
So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. We got another day in our life coming up. So stay tuned. Y'all don't want to miss it.
That's right. Bye.